This is a really early PS3 title which came out in PAL territories in March of 23rd, 2007. And it came out in November in North America on the 17th of November 2006. There's quite a difference in terms of release schedules there. It's not a game I'm really that familiar with. The controls are awful, I must say. But this is the company that made this game. Have actually gone on to make a lot of really, really good games. This game is really hard. I've had to drop this down to medium because I just can't. I just can't. Couldn't survive when I was playing on medium difficulty. I thought that'd be like the normal difficulty, but it certainly isn't. I've owned this game for many, many years, but I've never, ever really sort of looked into it. I'm not the biggest fan of shooting genre games, more the modern stuff. The older stuff I enjoy because it's just it's good, but it's very janky. But there's a lot of memories. Whereas with this stuff, plus the 360 and PS3 era, they were going through a very weird era of games all looking the same. Like they all look like this beige color. Gears of War, which I really like, and I've done playthroughs of Gears 5 and Gears of War 4 in the past, streaming wise, on Twitch. But they all look the same. They've got this beige look, and it's just really unappealing. But I believe these games, I believe it's Unreal, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But they all look like this, and they're just, I don't know, there's just something about it they lack that's interesting about them. I mean, this is a, let's say this is a release PS3 title, so there's gonna be a lot of limitations, I suppose. And as I've said, the controls are downright awful, absolutely awful. I don't know if it's because I'm using a what might be a. I mean, I think it's an official control pad, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. There's just no precision. These controls really need to be adjusted. There needs to be like a. I think I've died on this game about 20 times at this point, at least. And it's got that really annoying habit of pushing you straight back to the beginning bit again. I'm quite curious about the other games actually now. If they've also got this control system, or if they've made improvements. See what I mean when I try and aim up. So if I want to aim down, see it doesn't give me what you could call, it doesn't give me a, god damn it, keep hitting the wrong button. It doesn't give me any precision with the aiming. That's what's really frustrating me with this game. It just doesn't have any precision of the aiming at all. If you get up close and personal like that, yeah, then you can do it. It's quite stingy on the old health as well. I've noticed. I've played this first level for the last 20 minutes, and it's pretty much the same. It's very cheap on the old health. But I mean, there are some good aspects to it. It's kind of fun once you get into it. But it certainly has a lot of what you call, oh, I don't know what the word would be. I mean, well, you're moving around. Movement is absolutely fine. It's precise. It's fairly. It's reactive. It's all quite smooth, I guess you could say. It's just that when you start doing this, see, what I want to do. See, I want to move that just ever so slightly. See, you've got to be so gentle with the analog to actually get it to move into any kind of precision at all. That frustrates me beyond belief because it's a shooting game at the end of the day. Have a grenade. That gets rid of them. This is about as far as I've got, I think, ever on this game because I just put it down out of pure frustration due to the controls. I mean, I'm not very good at this, in all honesty, so there is that. But I mean, God, it's frustrating. I'm surprised they haven't done a remaster to this because it could use one. Though saying that, you'd have to the shit. Right now, give me some health. Is there a way to get health on this, or is it just the control systems a minute? Let's try that a minute. See that. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's making me feel sick. No, that just makes the analogs the opposite. Yeah, this is the kind of game that really could use a Let's try turning tilt controls off. Oh, that feels a little bit more responsive. But I've got barely any health, so it may not go anywhere. Right, give me some health, you stingy ass game. Where is all the health? That's where I just come from, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be any health drop-ups in this game at all. I have not come across one as of yet. Plenty of ammo, but when you crap at the game, ammo is not really going to help me in this situation. I need health. I didn't realise you could go up here. Okay. No, can't go down there. I guess we're going down here. By L1 to fire a homing weapon. I will as soon as you give me some health. I'm in desperation for health. It's very linear this though. It's you go certain ways and that's pretty much as far as you go. Oh, I thought that was health then. God damn it. I believe there's multiplayer on this as well. Although I think if this was a game I was really interested in, actually like really getting into and really delving into, I would probably try and grab an adapter that allows you to put a mouse on it, because that would really improve this game. If you just able to get like my mouse like precision, that you'd use normally on a computer, this would be awesome, because it would just make the game so much more fun. I wouldn't constantly battling the controls. As I said, I'm very surprised there hasn't been a remaster of this game. Don't put me back 3 miles. Don't put me back 3 miles, please, for the love of God. What happened to that gun I had? How do I change it over? I had an alien rifle a minute ago. Where's it gone? Oh, here it is. Ah, there we are. That's one. Nope, that's not the one I want. So we want to get a nice zoom function. Come on, stick your heads up. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Nice sound effects. Got a very sort of Doom-esque to it. This is massively more playable with well, on easy for starters. Where the hell do we go? Because of the artwork and the art style and everything's so goddamn dark, and it's quite difficult to sort of figure out where the hell you've got to go. It all looks the same. Oh, there we go. I think this is as far as I ever got, where you get ambushed in like the church. I'm getting armored, man. Some help would be nice. Useless bricks. The formula for a lot of shooting games hasn't really changed in 20 years at times. There are those games that sort of push the boundaries and stuff. Oh, God damn it. Such as Crisis. That's an interesting one. That made people's PCs cry a lot of the time. But this is certainly, for me, this is going to be certainly going to be a short episode, I think, because I don't think anyone's particularly that impressed with my gameplay for this. I know I'm not. I sort of think it depends on what generation of games you played as a child, or as you was growing up, to what your preferences are and what you enjoy. Because I was playing this, well, not this, but These type of games, I played so many of these on the. Oh, damn it! You've got to hold the L2 button down to duck as well, which is just irritating. I'm used to games where you hit like circle and it goes to a crouch prone position. I'm still shocked. I've not come across any health yet. I've almost played. Must be 3/4 of the way through the first level, and there's yet to be a health drop up. Does the health regenerate? I don't think it does. Uh oh, what's that?
Double time.
This is a very. I do think that obviously yeah, this is definitely like a game that plays like Call of Duty. It's very. It's almost the same, not the same aesthetics, but it's very similar. It's a linear game with set piece battles and stuff. Which I mean, I don't honestly know how popular it was because I never really paid any interest to it. But it's a well-made game for sure.
Captain, you seeing this? What the hell is that?
That was
No one
disturbing.
knows exactly how Hale was infected by the Chimeran virus. Our only clue is a journal entry recovered from the body of a US medic. It says that he encountered a number of comatose soldiers in a dry creek bed. One of the soldiers, a sergeant, suddenly woke up. Unlike the other soldiers, his body had no wounds at all. The sergeant refused any kind of medical examination, insisting on catching up to the rest of the company. If that sergeant was in fact Nathan Hale, then he remains the only known person to wake up after being infected. Whether the Chimeran virus mutated within him, or whether his body had an innate resistance to it, remains a mystery.
Hey, Sarge, you all right? They told me Arrow 2 was wiped out. Come on.
How did I survive and everyone else died then? Oh, I'm back to full health though. Is that me? Is that the whole game then? You've got that full health bar. It's got to last you the entire level. That's my understanding. It's big air scorpions. Dude, you're not going to last long. Yeah, I think that's the case. At the moment, it's looking to, unless that's just the first level, was like a
Where
tutorial.
the hell are the
If that's the
bricks?
first level, it was kicking my ass. What are these annoying fucking things? I've got to go into that. Oh, there's a bridge here. Everyone you work with in this game just seems to die horribly, dead quick. It's rather disturbing. Oh, not these guys again. Got kind of like Tyranid vibes these have from like 40k. No wonder this army got wiped out there. Crap. Oh, right, there are health potions. Okay, cool. I was beginning to wonder if there was any. So I have been a bit overly critical of this game, if I'm honest, with my first impressions of it. But to be honest, it ain't bad. It's really not a bad game at all. It's just the controls that are irritating the shit out of me because it's just being able to aim is quite important when it comes to these types of games. But it's either the controls are bad or it's just I'm getting used to them in terms of the precision and everything of the control scheme. It might also be the fact I'm playing it on easy now. Well, I did start the recording on normal, but I ended up giving up because I just couldn't. I just couldn't deal with the how difficult it was on medium settings. But I mean, really, with practice, most games, unless they're fundamentally broken, most games you can usually get through and get better as you play on. Although there's some games I've never tried, such as the most popular games, obviously at the moment, are the Elden Ring, the Dark Soul games, and it's something I'd like to try and maybe co-op, but I wouldn't play it on my own because I just don't have the patience for those types of games. Come down the stairs and I shall kill you. I've got 2 grenades left. I'm getting stuck on the terrain. What the hell? That's him out of the equation. God knows what the bosses are going to be like on this. Thank you. Health, please. Right. We change back to that gun because this gun's a lot better. This makes this game substantially easier. How's he hitting me? How? How was that not hitting him? I keep forgetting about the zoom function on this game for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because to zoom in, you've got to actually click the right analog in, which is a bit weird. It's off. Right, give me health, please. Oh, I got a little bit of health from that. Might be alright this game for playing through to get some achievements and that, because in my confessions, I don't think I've ever unlocked the platinum on anything on PlayStation. Oh, that's what I was looking for. That's the kind of health I was wanting. They are stingy with the old health packs. I actually wonder, with the new PlayStation Plus games, the new system or service that's coming out, if they'll actually add these types of games onto it. I can't see why they wouldn't. I mean, they're adding like trophy support, supposedly to PS1 games, which that's kind of appealing. Would you die, you prick? That's him out. I've actually had to open up the PlayStation 3 and clean it out a couple of times now because it's been sort of overheating and crashing on me and stuff. So I've actually had to strip it down and clean it out. But to be honest, it probably needs some thermal paste because I'm running on the Slim, which is not the best version. You really want the original, the fat one, because that's the one that's got the PS2 backwards compatibility. But they do have a tendency to fail quite a lot. My last one I had before I got a Slim, got the yellow light of death, which is similar thing to the 360 one. But these units, especially the PS3, these units they're a big unit and it kicks out all this heat, but it hasn't got any really a great deal of ventilation. Like, I mean, the Xbox Series X is an absolute monster in terms of ventilation. You look at the top side of it, there's a massive fan pulling, or I think is either pulling cold air in and then expelling it out the back. I think that's how it runs. The PS5, that runs a little bit noisier than the Xbox Series X, but at the same time, they're very similar in terms of their noise level. I'd say the Series X is a tad quieter. But they've both got their pros and cons and stuff. If I was to between the PS3 and the 360, I think the 360, the Slimline, mind you, is probably the better of the systems. we sort of take it for granted. You look at the explosions on this and the smoke and the debris and that, like it still looks kind of impressive. But when you actually look at it close in comparison to sort of this types, same things you see in today's games, obviously the effects are a lot more limited in terms of the debris from the smoke and that. This has got a kind of a GoldenEye. This reminds me of the runway level in GoldenEye. As I said, I've been playing. I've got a couple of videos coming up. But I was doing Dino Crisis, and that's quite it's got quite some tricky puzzles in that while I was playing it. Does it shoot automatically, does it? Well, that's not destructible, that's for sure. Stop shooting me. Well, I think we successfully did a mission. Yes, we did.
The Americans regrouped at an abandoned bus depot in southeast York. Under the command of a Captain Winters, they staged a daring tactical offensive. The Chimera had begun to close in on their position. If the Americans could secure the site, they would have a perfect landing zone, and the battle would tip in their favor.
Keep forgetting about your games have to load now. I'm so used to SSDs and stuff now where things load within a matter of seconds.
Really dug in there, sir. They must know this is a prime landing zone. If we can hold it, we'll get some reinforcements of our own in here. Yes, sir.
Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That is Resistance, Fall of Man, and I'm getting murdered. Help. Just gonna go somewhere I'm not being shot. So, Resistance, Fall of Man. Have you played it? What are your opinions of it?